right to the top,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna come back from the top right to your feet again.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because when Simon was here, he was doing all the lifting and everything, but I was standing a bit, and then I sort of laid down a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I was up and down. I suppose it was a distraction, him doing a lot of things.
Okay.
But I feel pleased that I've managed to get through that, even though I wasn't doing much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that I was able to. Normally in those situations, I'm thinking, oh, I'm in a mess now. I've stood too long and I'm in agony. So really, I'm pleased that this week it's been really good.
That's good to hear, James. So let's try and keep it on improving.
Yeah. I've also been working a bit, like tutoring,
Mm-hmm.
and I always feel like that helps in many ways, as long as I get the right balance.
Right.
So I'm not sitting all the time, so I have regular breaks. I do feel that helps, as well. So.
That's good.
Yeah. It's just the usual story that if I go into the wrong angle, the pain builds up,
Yeah, it can be from anywhere.
And I feel it's the decompression, seems to be the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel I'm able to go into extension positions better. Like I could never do the cobra in the past. Like just lifting my head up slightly would set me off. Whereas from where I used to be to where I am today, it's a huge change.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So
the pain is not that increased as it was before then.
No. Usually it's like I'm 1 minute doing not too bad, and then a sudden trigger will happen.
Yeah.
And then I'll go into like a real bad position, and then sometimes it will be day after day. I don't feel I'm improving at all, and then I start to worry. Is this the time when I'm never going to get better? You know what I mean? And I'll stay in that really bad position. So I do have that sense of panic and fear. But then, if I keep telling myself, you've been through this before. Sometimes it takes days to get better, sometimes weeks, and try to just, keep believing it will get better.
Mm-hmm.
And enjoy the times when it's, this is unusual this week. I'm doing better than normal, and I'm pleased. But I've got to be,
Careful.
I've got to be realistic, and there could be a bad day around the corner, and then another good day around the corner after that. So.
Just don't think about improvement, James. Don't think about moving forward and improve it. Even though it's hard to keep positive, but I know you are a very positive person, so that helps a lot.
Yeah. So how was Max's birthday?
Oh Lord, it was like a little. I left Utsya to organize everything. She was a little bit annoyed because she was saying, right, why you didn't jump on the organization to help me organize the party would be so much easier for me. And I said, because most of the times I am the one organizing events all over the place. And I manage it by myself. So I was just looking from outside. And if I believed for any reason you would not manage it, I would jump and help you out. But she started getting prepared like 10 days before the party. So she was going to the shop, buying small things, going to the house, and then make some preparations. And I was like, well, she's doing better than what I would, because I would leave it for the Friday and Saturday to get it organized. And she was doing everything.
Yeah.
So we got a bouncing castle, and the kids, well, they just loved it.
Yeah.
So it was about 15 kids, I believe, 14, 15. It was supposed to be 17, but 3 kids didn't come. 2 or 3 didn't come. But it was great. We got there, Max just pulled all his toys and his friends from, because reception and class 1, they are together in the same room.
Okay.
But that would be about 30 something kids.
Oh.
And we're like, well, maybe not, maybe just, reception would do good.
Yeah.
And so it was 14 people from reception, and then I invited another 3 from my capoeira group, the kids. So it was great, James. A couple of hours, they played as much as they could, they enjoyed it, they ate whatever they could.
Yeah.
Max didn't want to end the party, of course.
Yeah.
And then we got back home, and then it was the time to sort all the gifts, what he had in there, all the toys. And then on Monday, or yesterday, it was the actual day of the birthday.
Mm.
We got him a couple of gifts, like a scooter and a few small other gifts, and then like a little cheesecake, and it was just another great day.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did enjoy a lot,
Yeah.
So
That's great.
and then today he was like, so can I have a gift today? Can I have a toy? I said, no, Max, it doesn't come like this. Now you're gonna have to wait. And then Lucia said, now you're gonna have to wait until Christmas time.
Yeah.
But then we forgot there's Halloween.
Oh yeah.
At some point in the
Yeah.
summer. So what we might do, take him to pumpkin party in Sutton Forest. I was passing there today, and I saw on Friday they start like a pumpkin golden hunt.
Right.
So they go in the middle of the field. They're gonna put like a golden pumpkin in there, and kids they will have to go and run, and whoever finds it, they're gonna get a prize.
All right.
So they're gonna go. They have with a small wheelbarrow. They pick whatever pumpkin what they want in the middle of the fields.
Yeah.
So I'm really But
Yeah.
I have to go to Hayton. I have to be in Hayton around 7 o'clock to give a massage to one of the mechanics who will sort out my car. And then I'm just thinking, right? So maybe we go pin to after the pumpkins, and it's straight from there. If Lucia comes on her car, they can go home, and I will go straight to the massage.
Yeah.
So
it'll be a busy day then.
well, it will be. This week's has been quite busy, to be honest with you. I was not expecting that would be that busy, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's good, yeah. Now I was just telling Lucia, well, by next year I need to raise some money because some of the projects I had in the past didn't work the way I wanted, like my catering trailer for selling burgers. And I don't have the time, James, to be working on it. And as I was talking to Lucia, I make more money, or it's not even about the money, but if I dedicate more to the massage, it's less stress than the catering trailer. Because on the catering trailer, I have to go to the shop and buy everything, come back, make the preps, and then go set the.
It's more than just a day.
Yeah.
Doing the catering, yeah.
And you have already to put £200 up front each time you open it, because you never know if you're gonna sell it or not. But you have to have everything ready, and then you don't sell £20, and then you lose 180 quid. And the last 3 times I opened it, it was exactly what was happening. So I just decided, you know what, I better just sell it.
Yeah.
Or give it away to my partner, business partner. She has 30% of the trailer, so I'm just gonna come to her and say, look, if you have any of your friends wants to buy my part, I'll give you 70%. They just pay me the whatever money would be worth there, just anything, so I can get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm spending a lot of money just to have it there with the insurance, the rent of the place where that is done. So I really could do just getting rid of it, to be honest with you. Wow, that's quite good. Yeah, the looks they're not bad.
Yeah.
No, not at all. That's why we're feeling better, because they're very relaxed.
Yeah.
A little bit here, a few bits.
Yeah.
But nothing.
Yeah. I've not been stretching as much in the past few days. I just try to have a few days off the intense stretching that I sometimes do.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Because I was getting to a point where maybe a month or 2 ago where I overstretched. Do you remember?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're not feeling well at that time, I remember.
But yeah, this getting the room sorted upstairs is like the last part, really, of getting the house sorted. It's that room's just been an absolute mess for all this time.
How long do you live in this house now?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. and I'm just getting the last bedroom done.
Well,
The thing is, I don't need all these rooms. It was an investment buying a house this size.
yeah,
You know, because it's like part of it is like for the future, for the retirement, the pension. You know, it's better to maybe get a house I can downsize. You know what I mean? In time.
James, properties, houses always an investment ever because they will never lose their value.
Yeah.
You know, they will never lose their value.
Yeah, but like investing money or trying to put it in the bank or paying into a pension, there's always a risk, isn't there?
Well, it's easier just helping a CEO to buy another mansion somewhere else with your money.
Yeah.
You know.
Or the rate, you promise the rate, and then when you get older, they tell you, oh, it's going to be less than what we said.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is a.
So it just thought, you know, try to think ahead, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because when I was teaching in school, I was teaching for 6 years, so I have a bit of a pension from the teaching.
Mm-hmm.
But unless you're teaching for a long time, it's not, you know, a big pension.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go a little bit deeper in this area here, James, because that little also there's not.
Yeah.
Quite great.
If I do push with my left leg against the wall, I've probably twisted it and overdone it.
Right. Well.
But yeah, everything's going well, and my mum's kind of not been to see me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, she comes all the time, obviously. So she's either, I think I'll go and visit her one more time,
Mm-hmm.
and then she'll probably come here. And I just wanted to surprise her by having the room sorted, you know.
Before she comes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it would be better having a slightly smaller bed in that room, because it's going to have a wardrobe, and that will mean there's less room there in the wardrobe. So
Less mess to clean, James.
yeah, yeah.
And as I was saying, for some time, you know, I was quite okay just work with you for the massage. Somehow, there's another 4 or 5 people want me every week to go there, and I'm like, really? What should I do? Should I go for it? Should I think about it? Mainly now because it's the winter coming. But then I was thinking, oh well, at least I can practice a little bit, you know, make a bit of cash, because next year I need to save a bit of money by July. There are a few things which I'm really considering, to be honest with you. And one of the things is my naturalization, well, to get the British passport. You know, it's something which I never worried much about in the past. But with the new proposal of the government, they are trying to get rid of the permanent visas over here. Then that might put me in a little bit awkward circumstance. You know, and then I was just thinking, you know what, I may just save a bit of money and go for it.
Yeah.
But it was £1,200 on the beginning of the year. Whenever these ideas of changing the visas came, it jumped to £1,735, and plus we need to pay.
It doesn't make sense. Why would they need to suddenly increase it that much? They just see an opportunity, don't
Well, because they know people who have to do it, so they say, ah, well, they're gonna do it, let's boost the economy then. You know. And then on top of it, I might need your support, I might need your help next year, maybe, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Well, I need to do a couple of exams. One is life in UK, and the second one is I need to do an English test. and I don't know where or how they are made.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
well,
There's so many different tests, isn't there?
yeah,
There's like IELTS, there's functional skills, there's just different types of tests.
which I don't know yet which one. But as I say, before I send an application, I need to make the payment. And I'm like, oh. And then I was thinking, right, can I pay it in installments or can I, let's say, pay it just before I get the visa? No, you need to pay first. Then after paying, you get a code. Then you send an application, and they will decide if you will be granted or not. And the process might take between 3 to 6 months.
Mm.
And I'm just like, oh boy.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of making a little bit of money.
Yeah.
For that, then I want to buy out my partner, business partner. So I'll need another 2,500.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm planning to go to Brazil next year. Of course, not for longer like I usually go, but at least for 2 weeks. My
Yeah.
mother is quite old, and I'm just,
Yeah.
even for 10 days would be just good
Yeah.
to go for 10 days. But once again, it's another 3 grand.
Mhm.
So, yeah, there's quite a few good plans for next year, but we'll see. So, how do you think you're going to manage to raise all of this money? They said, well, whatever job just appears, I'll just need to go with it and take it
Mm.
and then see how it will go. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I really wanted to pay off my car,
Yeah.
but there's still another 5 grand on the finances.
Mm.
And I'm thinking if I pay it off, it's going to be about 3 grand. So I saved 2 grand. But, and then I started thinking, you know what, I'm just going to book myself with as much work as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll see by next July what I can get sorted on time.
Yeah.
And how about your brother? Have you heard from him anything?
Say again?
Your brother?
No, I haven't heard anything from him, no. But my mum went for a breakfast with him
Mm-hmm.
before he started at work, and he said he'll do the same next week. So all of a sudden he just surprises us and he does something nice. So yeah. So my mum said she was back home for 9:30 because he starts work. So he just picked her up, went for dinner, went like a breakfast, and then dropped her off. But she enjoyed it, and it was nice for her to see Matthew because she doesn't see much of him.
Mm-hmm.
So she really enjoys, any time that she sees him. So she didn't see Harry because Harry was at school.
Mm-hmm.
So Dale and Matthew was working, and so yeah, that was really nice that she did that. And he's not really been to the chalet at all this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's only been once, I think, in the whole summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with Harry to the chalet. And the year before, I think they came maybe 3 times, 2 or 3 times. So my mum she goes down to the chalet nearly every day. You can guarantee she's there. If she's in Whitby in the summer, she goes to the chalet. You know what I mean? And this year's been difficult for her because she's not been able to get down there at first because of the operation.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So at the end, when she could manage to get down there, she was trying to go, but she sat a lot of the time reading a book on her own. Because her friend Kathy, who has the chalet next door, she's not been going as much this year. And her mum passed away, so she's had the house to sort out, and she's had a few things going on. But she lives right close to the beach and hasn't been much.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a way, for my mum, she's gone down to the beach and sat there on her own, struggling a bit, and all she wants is some company.
Oh, well, yeah.
So. I've only been about 5 times, maybe 6 at most, to the beach this year, and really enjoyed it when I've gone. But I'd like to go more than that next year. Hopefully I'll be able to. But Mum's come and stayed here more this year, she doesn't, you know, every time you come, she's been here.
Well, actually, yeah.
She doesn't come that often. Through the years, you know, she never came to see me at one point. I was always going to see her,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but since I've got struggled more with my back, she's come to see me, you know. But yeah, in the past, she would never come to see me at all, really. When I lived in the place before this, it was very small.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't understand.
A full for it.
Yeah, it was just a small bed sit. So she really didn't come in to see me. I used to go and see her. Um, so um, so yeah, so it's been nice, and she likes coming here and staying, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But she's had to go back home because she's had some like a vaccination, you know, a haircut, and
Ah, right.
she's had a few different things, you know, going to see the doctor for a checkup. So she's had a few things, you know, in a row. I'm hoping to go and see her maybe for a day
Mm-hmm.
too, either this week or next week. I'll probably go this week, and she'll probably come back here next week.
Okay, so which days you plan to go there?
I think I'll try and go on. What day is it today? Tuesday. I'm probably going to go Wednesday night,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm always better in the evening than in the morning.
Yeah.
So if I go Wednesday night, then I can wake up in Whitby and get sorted in the morning, and then by the time I've kind of got going, it's maybe about 1 o'clock. We can maybe go out somewhere for a walk or drive to get a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I always regret it afterwards. I come back and think, oh God, that chair was a horrendous.
Yeah, I know.
But
Well,
we
it's
can
nice
see,
being out
we can see
sometimes.
the sea, you know. Like we
Yeah.
used to go down to the chalet, and I had a special chair that had the cushions and everything down at the chalet.
Mm-hmm.
But I've not managed to do it too much, but I'm getting to a point where I can do it more. So yeah, I'll probably go Wednesday night and come back maybe. If I go Wednesday night and come back maybe Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
So because Simon might come, he's moving house soon.
Oh yeah, you
He's
mentioned to me
moving
he
from
was, yes.
Scarborough to Broughton, so he might come through on Saturday because he still lives at Scarborough, and so if he comes here on Saturday, I'll probably come back Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I might stay an extra day if I feel okay, and come back Saturday
Yeah.
evening instead. So yeah, so I have a few options, or I might go Thursday night until Friday or Saturday. So either Wednesday or Thursday night and come back Friday or Saturday.
Mhm.
That's what I'm working towards. And then the week after, I'll probably stay here, and hopefully Mum will come through and
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well, that's
So
nice.
that's a few things because it's the 2 more weeks at school for the kids, and then they break up for the half term.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have an easier week. I won't have as many people wanting to work, wanting the lessons. So that week I'll definitely be here and I'll just be relaxing more. Because I work in the evenings most. So in the half term week, if anybody wants a lesson, they'll ask for the daytime,
Mm-hmm.
usually. So then I'm free. It's the opposite way around now. I'm free more in the evenings, working more in the day. So yeah.
Ah, that's a nice thing going around. So yeah.
Yeah. But I've not played pool with Simon for a long time. But after he moves house in end of this month, he moves on the 31st of October.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said I'll try and see if I can come through for a game of pool in November.
Oh, well, but
So
yeah.
that's we're working towards that.
So whereabouts Broughton is then?
It's right near Saltburn. Like if you're at Whitby
Yeah.
and you drove up the coast, up north,
Mm-hmm.
you get to like some small villages like Staithes, Brunswick Bay, and then eventually you get to Saltburn, and it's just a village before Saltburn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how far is from here then?
So it's about 35 minutes from Whitby.
Ah, so it's not bad then.
No, it's not bad. So if I go to stay at Mum's, and then the next day I met him for a game of pool,
Yeah.
then I'm travelling an hour to Whitby, and then the day after, like half an hour, there,
Mhm.
there and back. So I'm only doing an hour in a day of driving, which is going to be better for me if I'm struggling with my back.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
You know, whereas what I used to do is I used to drive from here, which is an hour and a half to get there, and then I'd play pool, and then drive over to mum's at Whitby.
Mhm.
So then that would be 2 hours quite close together driving, which I could manage okay in the past, but then I found more recently it's harder. So I'm trying to just be sensible and break it up a bit.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, no, definitely, James, yeah.
I don't want to ask for any more problems.
Ah, well, no.
So
You know, sometimes when I am driving around, I just think, why am I doing all of these drives, you know, going, sometimes I go to London, come back on the same day,
mm,
and then I just decide, you know what, from now on, I'll go, I'll stay overnight, and I'll come back the next day,
yeah,
you know, doing this straight. Because once I did straight, York, Gatwick, York, and then York, Peterlee.
Mm.
And then I came back, so it was like 16 hours on the go.
well,
6 hours to go down, 6 hours to come back, another 2 hours to go to Peterlee, another 2 hours to come back, and I was just dying at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, why am I doing that? Why?
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
So you gets to the point and sometimes you just are like,
yeah,
it's not worth all of this hassle anymore, you know.
no. I suppose, I mean, a lot of people, like myself, I mean, I do work online.
Yeah,
When you're doing your stuff, it's like physical and it's you've got to be present. You know what I mean?
well, yeah. And it's not all the time when you're fit enough, you know, to go to all the crazy stuff.
Yeah,
You know, don't get me wrong, James. I like driving, but sometimes you just get to the point when you are just tired of be sitting in that
Yeah.
car, you know, and you just want your bed to lie down and don't.
mm,
Sometimes you don't even want to talk to anyone. You just literally want to lie down. You don't even want to put a music to relax. You just want to
yeah,
close your
yeah.
eyes, you know.
yeah,
And once I did that, I was coming back from Heathrow. I took a couple of friends, and gosh, I was so tired. And I had to stop in one of the services on the motorway. And I thought, right, maybe I could stop for half an hour,
mm,
you know, just to have a little nap. James, I slept for 6 hours. And
Yeah.
you know, when I woke up,
accumulation.
yeah, I couldn't believe I was asleep for that long and I still had another 2 hours to come back home. And I was like, oh, what have I done?
Yeah,
It was okay, but gosh.
Mm.
Yeah, now these long trips, need to go one day and then stay overnight. I don't want to be driving more than 6 hours in a day when I go for these long trips, you know.
mm, I'll need to like get in the car and just turn the engine over because I haven't been in it. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I need to like not let the battery go flat. 'Cause,
Well, how long since you must be in the car?
um,
Like a week or so?
maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it's about two weeks maybe. It could be three if I don't drive, you know, this week.
Yeah.
It will be three. So yeah, I need to get in the car. I need to just
Well, just turn the engine on and let it run for 10 minutes or so.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Simon came last weekend and we sat in the garden for a coffee, and he painted the fence earlier in the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just looking at the fence and admiring he's really pleased with his
No, this is job.
with his work. Yeah. He says, "Oh, it's great, isn't it?" He says, "I can't believe this." So it's like because I've got some light brown paint,
Mm-hmm.
and then when he started to put it on, he called me out and said, "Are you sure you like this?" And I'm glad he did because I looked at it and thought, "Oh, no, I'm not keen on this."
Oh,
So
really?
so he said, "Well, you know, it's a bit of a shame, but I just thought I'd ask you before I do the whole side of the fence." You know?
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, we ordered some darker paint, and I think it's much nicer. It's really, yeah. Because at first I thought dark brown paint's going to make the garden look, I don't know, darker and smaller.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think it really is, you know, a nice colour. Looks like a natural wood colour.
Right, okay.
So I'm really pleased with it, and he's done a great job. You know, because when he turned up, he says, "I'm not very good at DIY. I'm not very good at painting, but I'll give it a go." I thought, "Oh God." You know,
What's gonna happen?
Yeah. Says a willing friend who's gonna make a right mess of things, you know. So, but no, he's yeah, it was nice of him to. It took him a while to do it, but
Well, you're not in rush for it anyway,
no,
is it?
no, yeah. But it'd be nice to have the bedroom upstairs all sorted, because I've kept that door shut since I moved into the house.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice just to like not have to keep shutting the door to stop everything falling out like an avalanche.
Yeah.
You know.
So these areas here, James, I'm working now, they are the bowel meridians, you know, so we'll just see how it will go. As I say, I won't put any pressure around there until I'm sure where is the exact point where the needles would go, you know, but I know where is it going. So I'm just gonna do a little light massage around it, and then we'll see. Not about bladder.
Yeah. I need to get back on the bike a little bit as well, and I need to start slow and gradually build it up again.
When was last time you were on the bike?
Ages ago, really.
Really?
Yeah. Before I had that bad time.
Right.
So I bet it's about 10 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Well, I went out on Saturday with some of my students. We had like a music class during the day, and then we agreed we would meet around 9 o'clock for a cup of pints. And for me, it was a cup of pints because I even came in the car and I thought, if I go by bus, there's a chance I'm gonna drink too much. I have Max's pint on the following morning.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to get wasted, and I don't want to pay £30 to go back by taxi. So go in the car, just drop the car right in the city center. 2 minutes walk, I was on the pub. Not even 2 minutes, was 30 seconds from the place where I stopped. It's just like from here to the main road there, you know. Couple of pints left in the guys. So what we're gonna do now? I'm just gonna follow you guys. Alcohol free for me from now on. Oh, I don't recognize you. You never on alcohol free. Say, yeah, I'm getting old. I'm not, that young chick anymore like I used to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was nice. And then I was talking to some of the guys there, and he's having a little bad episode now, some mental issues. And then we just agreed we're gonna get a day before the winter to go on a bike ride. You know, and then he was saying, oh, we could go on a bike ride and then find a few pubs on the way, stop for have a half of a pint here, half of a pint there, and just keep going all day. He said, yeah, well, to be honest with you, we could, because, it's been a while since I last went out on the bike. And when I say a while, I mean like 4 or 5 years.
Oh,
yeah, I just get with Mike, the little push bike I have, just go around the corner when I put Max on the back, just so Max can have a little ride here, but for a
just be careful if the police are out though, Sandro, like the drinking and riding charges,
I got them as a driver already once, 2016, God almighty.
Yeah.
I lost my license for 9 months. And that was not even driving, James. That was what got me even the worst, because do you remember when in 2016 when we had the bad floods? I don't know what was happening, but it was flood everywhere.
Yeah, it was.
So my car park in the place where I was living, it was flooded. So I had to leave my car outside on the road. And I had some friends in the house. And the drunk people, they don't think, because it was around 3 o'clock in the morning. My friends decided to leave, and they went back home.
Mm.
And then I just went downstairs with them, and they said, well, the water has gone, so you know what, I'm just gonna get in my car and put back the car park. I was just walking towards it, changing the key. And then, the police. I said, is that your car? I said, yeah. What you doing? Oh, nothing. I'm just gonna grab something in the car. Ah, really? Where's the key? It's here. Can you breathalyze it? Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, I'm not driving. You attempt to drive. So I'm not attempt to drive. I'm just going to get something in the car. Well, the car is yours. You have the key. You are in charge of the vehicle.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I was doing rehabilitation course, and then it was maybe 2 or 3 truck drivers. They were sleeping in a lay-by inside the truck.
Mm.
And someone mentioned, well, I saw those guys around 11 o'clock at the pub.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2, 3 o'clock, the police stopped, and then they were sleeping inside the truck, and they got caught. They lost their license. So I'm just like, nah, this is.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Mm.
How could they know if I was attempting to drive or if I was going
Yeah.
to drive? So anyway, so I lost my license for 9 months, and then I got it back. So I said, you know what, that will never ever happen.
Yes.
Right, James, if I may ask you if you could turn around on the other side.
Yeah.
So I could do some slightly work on the other side, please.
Yeah. Oh, you've left the weapon over there.
Ah, the weapon is just there. No one, the other weapon is there as well. There's plenty of them around, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think this is the better side for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. It'll be easy working on the side. So yeah, and then you see all the time there's something to do.
Did I ask you, have you ever been to the Lake District?
I've been to Windermere.
Windermere, yeah.
Yeah, that was well, I can't forget because that was the World Cup when Brazil was beaten 7-1.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are in the Windermere. So what happened? As we were on holiday, my parents-in-law, they were here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a nice place, nice hostel to be in there. And in the entire hostel, everybody, British, other nationality, and one German girl. One. And then we all decided, right, we should not go to the pub. There's, the lounge, there's a nice TV, we have drinks. Why not watch the game here without all of the madness?
Yeah.
Because my parents-in-law said, well, we don't speak English, so it's going to be hard for us, people be talking, shouting, and we don't understand anything, so how about we stay here? And I was quite frustrated because I wanted to go to the pub. And then I understood their point of view, so I said, right, we stay here. And everybody could have stayed there with us. But no, that particular German lady, she, oh, do you mind if I stay here and watch the game with you? And then say, yeah, that's fine. So she started talking to them, And I thought, oh, are you Polish? Oh, no, I'm German. But I speak a bit of Polish. Oh, okay, that's fine. And so yeah, let's watch the game all together. The first goal, the second, the third. On the fourth, I was already, that's it, that's me done.
Come back anymore.
Yeah, no, that's it, that's me done.
Yeah.
Let's just get drunk and that's it. Let's not worry much about the.
I think the team gave up as well.
Sorry?
The Brazil team gave up.
Yeah,
They literally just stopped even trying.
Yeah, well, it was the point of trying anymore, James, after all of that, And you know what was the cruel humiliation in there? It was because Ronaldo scored 1 goal. And Arwadi, he didn't.
Who scored one?
Ronaldo. He scored 1 goal at the end.
Right.
So he was the one, and then everybody was saying, well, he made his job, so we're happy about it. But it was quite a shame. We rather he didn't make that goal, would be 7-0, would be better.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, I was in Lake District, and that's my memories from the Lake District.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, the thing is, Brazil beat Germany in the final, I think years before, 2002, Germany, Brazil in the final. Brazil won 2-0. That was
it Germany in the final, 2002?
Brazil, Germany, 2002. And Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho
That's
all
right,
played
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo scored at least one anyway, and I really enjoyed that. Roberto Carlos was still playing then.
Oh yeah,
He
well,
played
that's
the
when the team was still.
Yeah,
We had some great
yeah,
people in there.
yeah. That was a great team.
And then later is everything what we know now. Nothing.
Yeah. Now it's unrecognizable,
Oh man.
you know. So
Yeah, so and I was planning to go again to Lake District to just to go to a different place. You know. We love Windmere, it was beautiful, but we just want to go and explore.
well,
See.
the most probably mentioned Keswick.
Yes, I was going to. I was thinking
amazing.
about last time I was here to ask was the name when she mentioned about
Keswick.
Lake District.
I've never been to these places, but I imagine Keswick in England, in the sun shining, you could be like in say Italy.
Oh really?
You know, like yeah, where there's like lakes and Lake Como. I've heard there's a fancy lake called Lake Como where the rich go, or in
Yeah.
you know some of these places where you see pictures abroad and think, well, that's amazing. But like in our country, we have some fantastic places as well. And the Lake Districts is just wonderful, you know, with the lakes and the mountains. Oh, it's just lovely. Yeah, the seasons. So
In another place where I want to go because there is she's not a friend. She's someone who I met back in the days, maybe 15 years ago, from Capoeira. She was a student of one of my friends in Cheltenham Spa, and she moved to Cumbria. So she does this kind of healing thing, but also they go for the cold swim in the
yeah,
waters.
there's a place in the south of the Lake District
Yeah.
where there's like a retreat that people talk about. It might be that place.
Well, it could be because I'm not sure. Where I know she moved to Cumbria and she's going all over the place for those cold swims in the winter.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Oh, you guys should come." And I'm like, "What? Naked in the cold and that? Never."
Yeah.
But you know, back on the days. But now
Yeah.
I'm kind of considering. You know what? Maybe that would be a one-time try.
Yeah.
You know, because I have a lot of friends going out for these crazy
Yeah.
ice swimming and ice diving,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like,
No.
you know, I'm not a big fan of it, but I might just go one day just to see how it looked like, but I'm not intended to.
Well, when Max gets older, he'd love the Lake District. You know,
Well,
you
I'm
could
sure he would,
help him
yeah.
climb over a stile
Yeah.
and walk along, see the lake and the mountains, and you know what I mean. It's just wonderful.
I'm assuming this is like attacked here, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I'm trying to use my right leg a bit, but
Yeah.
I'm still I'm still using my left leg the most. So, and I've started to like push a bit differently against the wall, and I think I'm twisting this left leg a bit more,
Right.
which is not good, but I'm trying not to push as much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
Well-
to get some resistance.
But it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Well, as you said, you were feeling better in this couple of days. Maybe that's the reason. But the inside is a bit tight. It was right inside that leg, that muscle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see how will be the other leg now.
I think because I twist a bit, like when I'm picking something up, I'll pick it up wrong, but I'm doing it to protect the back.
Right. Yeah.
So that puts more strain. Yeah. Because I was going to ask you at some point, so like I felt that I pulled a muscle in my back, and it's eased off a bit, but I don't know if it's this. I've heard of like psoas muscles, like there's different names of muscles, and I just thought maybe I've like aggravated it, or you know, it's like in the lower back, but not where my back hurts the most, but just my overcompensating.
Which side?
Mainly the left, what's at the top here.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go there now, so I'll have a quick look at it now.
Thank you. Like it's been tender to touch. I think I twisted it or strained it, trying to prevent the back hurting. Yeah. Because at one point Simon was doing something and he said, "Oh, if you want it over here like this," and I no, I don't put it. I put it like this, I said, and I tried to like show him something, and then I had to like put it down. 'Cause he just said, "Let me do it," but I did stretch a bit too much. Ah, I feel I've got a lot better balance this year though, so I'm pleased about that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the sports again as well. I'm watching some football, some tennis, and I was watching the World Championship in Athletics. I did enjoy that quite a bit.
I don't manage to sit on the sofa now or not even trying.
Not on the sofa, no. If I'm sitting here, if Mum's here or Simon comes, I'll sit on the floor.
All right, okay.
Yeah. And like outside, I say we sat in the garden. I sat on there's a grass. I sat on the patio. Oh yeah, I was on the patio, so I took this rug, I took this blanket, sat on the blanket on the patio. I was much, more relaxed doing that. It's just difficult eating when I'm, sitting. You can't really just sit on your hip, sit slouched to the side and eat a meal. So yeah, I tend to have a coffee, So it's it's just so I've been watching a bit of different bits of sport and enjoyed it. So yeah. And it's the tennis. The Six Kings Slam starts. I think it's today or tomorrow. It's either today or tomorrow. The Six Kings Slam, and it's Alcaraz, Sinner, Djokovic is in it as well. It's organised by Saudi Arabia, so they pumped loads of money into it, and prize money's
Possible.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So they've encouraged Djokovic to enter. So there's Tsitsipas as well, Zverev, and Taylor Fritz, the American. So there's 6 of them, and they're having to play. Like 4 of them play. There's 2 that have got a bye. Djokovic has got a bye to the semi-final, and so has Alcaraz. So yeah, they're in the semi-final, waiting for the winner of the other 4 to play out the quarter-final. And then it'll be a final and a 3rd place playoff. So they all play at least 2 matches. So.
And what time is going to be the first match?
It's either today or tomorrow.
What time?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked into that much. But it should be good though. It's an exhibition. I mean, there's no points. There's no ranking points decided. But it should just be a case of they're all playing hard for the money, the prize money. So they'll want to win.
How much are we talking about here?
Oh, I think they could walk away with 2.5 million, something crazy like that. So they've all kind of turned up to play, and
well, I will turn up to play even for the wheelchair for that money.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like I think they get paid. Well, they will. They'll get paid just for turning up and entering. If they get knocked out of the quarter-final stage, they'll walk home with a few £100,000 at least. So, yeah. So it's at this time of year it's interesting that, and then the Premiership. We've had international matches recently. So the Premiership starts again at the weekend. So I'm looking forward to that because. I'm not interested in the international matches that much because normally it's like most of the matches are a small team against a big team, and you just think, well, it's Germany versus say Azerbaijan, and you think, well, surely Germany's going to win, and then they do. You think, well, that's not a surprise. So I kind of not that interested in watching those kind of things. like England are playing Latvia tonight. Now, I don't know the score. I'll watch it later tomorrow. But like we should win. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just whether we win easily or not so easily, it's not really a fair contest. You know what I mean? Occasionally you get the upset,
Yeah.
the surprise, but I mean Brazil played a friendly. Did you hear about Brazil's friendly
No.
against Japan?
Well. It was when the Romario was like there. Was it? Because I saw Romario just walking through. I don't know what he was doing there. Maybe he was just
Yeah.
going with the team for some.
There was a friendly, like the veterans, the older players played a friendly recently, and Romario played in a match.
Aha, so well, that was the only thing I caught like a little bit on the news,
Yeah,
but I didn't actually see the game itself. I think it was this morning when I woke up, I was just checking the news before I left for work.
yeah. Well, Brazil played Japan in a friendly,
Mm-hmm.
and then the veterans they played a few friendlies recently as well. So, but because you know they're always playing friendlies out in the exhibition matches.
Oh yeah.
There's always like Ronaldo and his merry men against Roberto Carlos and his very merry men. There'll be like a friendly Brazil against Roma, but it's players from 20 years, 30 years ago playing a friendly. So there's all of that's happening as well. But the actual senior team under the manager Ancelotti played Japan, and Brazil was winning 2-0. And
So that's the thing I think.
they were winning 2-0. Japan didn't look like they were going to get a result at all. Vinicius Junior was substituted along with one or two other big names, and then Japan scored. It was 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the main players were sat on the bench because he'd taken them off. And then Japan scored a second goal. It was 2-2, and there's still plenty of time to go. And Japan ended up scoring a third goal, so they won 3-2. A bit embarrassing for Brazil.
As I told you, I'm not even feeling this anymore. I just know
Yeah,
the teams are not there anymore.
yeah. I mean, they should be able to hold on to a 2-0 lead. And, I mean, it looked like Japan were just attacking constantly.
Yeah.
And it was like the ball was flashed across the box and you thought, oh, they were lucky not to let one in just then. And eventually Japan did score again and again. I mean, it could have been Japan 8, Brazil 2 in the end. And it was just wave after wave of Japanese attack.
Yeah, it's a shame watching Brazil play these days. It's absolute shame.
They play too free. Like, what annoys me the most is they don't mark anyone, they're too open.
Yeah.
It's almost like, oh, let's leave we'll just leave gaps because if we just keep pushing forward, if they get 2, we'll get 3. But then sometimes they end up not getting goals, they miss the target, and the other team gets 4 or 5, and it's embarrassing.
Because there's no
Losing
passion for
4-0.
that anymore, James. There's absolutely no passion for the game anymore like it used to be.
Yeah,
Now it's all about the money. Oh, how much am I going to get paid? I'm not going to get hurt, otherwise I'm not going to get paid in my team in Europe. So I'll come here. That's...
yeah, yeah. I've got to make sure I don't get injured because I want to be 100% for the photo shoot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's so I've watched some of the I've kept up to date with the results.
Mhm.
Watched the highlights a bit, but then I'm looking forward to the Premiership starting up again.
When does it start?
It's this weekend that Nottingham Forest play Chelsea,
Okay.
and that new Brazilian player Estevão,
Oh, yeah.
he's been finally playing a few minutes for Chelsea. He's scored some goals.
Well, you see, for Brazil, we won't score anything.
He
if you want
scored,
to
he
put it.
scored for Brazil the other day against South Korea.
Yeah, but go in the World Cup, it won't.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Or he'll score 2 goals and then they'll draw 2-2 against someone,
Yeah.
and then they'll struggle to get through the group, and they'll get knocked out in the quarter-final or semi. Yeah. So, yeah, they're too attacking. They need discipline, and the defenders are not really proper defenders, are they?
No.
So they do, like, in a way they're passing it around, taking risks in defence, and yeah, it's just not like they used to be. You just because we've seen the great teams of the past that's why we're even more disappointed.
Well,
isn't it?
that's the thing, yeah, because we think they all gonna still be doing exactly the same what our idols were doing.
Mm.
And now the disappointment is they're all fancy with nice hairs, nice tattoos.
Yeah.
When before you could see like the players, God Almighty, they were one of the ugliest people you could ever see on
Yeah.
TV. But they were putting an art like Garrincha. It was one of the ugliest person ever.
Mm.
But the guy was making an art in the field when he was playing.
Yeah.
And I don't believe we're gonna get in Garrincha, Pelé, Zico, all of those guys ever again,
No, we're not. And they all had unique skills.
Yeah.
Like you could see, nobody would even have to say, oh, and here's Rivellino, because you could spot him a mile away. When he got the ball, you could just tell with the way he moved, it was Rivellino.
Yeah.
And then you got, obviously the classic one is Figo and Zidane. You can tell when they've got the ball, there's nobody does what they do. Luis Figo and Zinedine Zidane. And now, they just kick it and run and take risks and move it forward and
But they don't care
try and
anymore.
they try and just do like a little risky turn and lose the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, players used to turn with the ball, and it was a proper turn where there's no way the player could get the ball off them. So even if they didn't end up having an end product, they were not giving the ball away.
Yeah,
Like the
absolutely.
classic Cruyff turn. Cruyff did a turn, and because his leg was always up over the ball, you couldn't get it off him. Even if he did a Cruyff turn and crossed it into the box badly, he wasn't giving it away. He wasn't making mistakes. He was always in control until he tried to pass it off to
As I said,
Osimhen.
it was an art. You
Yeah,
can see
it was
an art.
elegant. Yeah,
Yeah. And now,
yeah. I mean, they used to do like thousands of step overs. Do you remember how Roberto Carlos, for example, you know, like 20 step overs and then you cross it into the box. You know what I mean? And like the defender would be dizzy and you'd be able to stop him. And then he used to hammer it from way out, and take a real big run up and kick it as hard as he could. It was interesting to watch. Now there's none of that.
no,
And it's not like we don't have Roberto Carlos doing those tricks. We've got somebody else now doing something. We haven't got anybody else doing anything else. We've got Martinelli playing for Arsenal, who scored 1 goal, I think, in something crazy like 1 in 15 is his record. 1 goal in 15 games, and he's a striker, and he's Brazilian as well. I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
it is James. As I say, now when people score 1 goal, it feels like for them, well, we did the goal of our lives. No, you just did 1 blood goal, go and win at
Yeah,
least,
need consistency, need to defend as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because really, players like Rivaldo would do a lot of attacking, but if there's a corner, Rivaldo would get back and head the ball out of the box.
Oh, he would.
He'd be working hard, and players as well, like the Italians, when they do a last-ditch clearance off the line, they'll stand up and give each other high fives and they're punching the air, and you'd think they'd scored a goal, but in a way they kind of almost have, because they've played it off the line, they've saved a goal. So it's like the equivalent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what they do a little bit. They do the least, and they think they are doing a lot for the team.
Yeah.
And if you criticize them, they're always gonna have an excuse, say, well, why don't you come here and do better? Well, I would if I would have the chance, because everybody can do better than this, whatever thing what they are
Yeah.
putting there in these days,
I had a friend once, right, who said to me, he said, I was playing football as I was a lot younger, and I was getting a bit frustrated because some of the other lads, they were like, oh, I'll go in defence. Let's say somebody said, I'll play defence, and James, you go on the wing. And so we're playing football. This is only 6 aside, but somebody says, I'll be in defence, you can go on the wing. And the next minute I look round and it's hang on, I thought he was in defence. He's further forward than I am, he's up front, but there's no, and I would have to run back to try and defend, because all our team's defenders were up front trying to score. So.
Absolutely stupid.
And I was shouting, get back in defence.
Yeah.
And my friend said, you're not going to get the respect of the other players in your team if you're up front shouting, get back in defence.
Well,
I said, well, I'm on the wing. He says the same thing. You're on the wing, you're up front. He says, if you're stood there shouting to the players, even if they've said they'll play defence, they're not going to listen to you if you're up front. He says, so you need to play in defence and say, get back. Because if you're in defence, leading by example, do you know what I mean? Shouting, get back, you know,
oh yeah.
then it's going to be like, one of them might listen and think, oh, poor James is back there in defence on his own, I'll go back and help him. But if I'm just stood there up front, shouting to two lads, you get back in defence, and I'm not doing it either, then, you know what I mean? So in the end, I listened to my friend, and I said, all right, I think I know what you mean. So I then said, when we played football, I'll play in defence, and I stayed in defence. And when this lad who was playing defence with me, sort of like rushed forward, I shouted him back and said, get back in defence. With me, I said. And it worked, you know what I mean? It actually works.
If you have a strategy, it will work.
Yeah.
But sometimes the strategy, sometimes where some of these people they put on is to lose. Because when you look, there's no, not James. That's the only thing what they need to do is play football. And they still can't do it properly. You know.
Mm.
I don't mean to be cruel, but God Almighty, what else do they have to do? Play. Just train and play. And some of them, it feels like they are watching Netflix all week long, and then when it comes to the match, oh, okay, you know what, let's do some warm-up for a couple of hours, and then we're going to play the game. Because they don't even have that stamina anymore to be running around, and they're gone on their 20s.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's now, the zonal marking, I just think is rubbish. You need to mark a player. Don't just mark a zone. It's like, oh, the ball's over there. Well, because all you need is, like, let's say that a team's playing zonal defending. So there's like one guy covering a certain area, and all the opposition has to do is say, right, you three lads, I know that you're a winger, you're up front, and you're a winger on the other side of the pitch. Why don't all three of you run into the same space, and then they've got one defender, and we've got three against one. And then overtake that player and score a goal.
But they're not
Because
interested.
the opposition are not playing zonal attacking, are they?
No.
Zonal defending would be great if you're playing zonal attacking. But, yeah, it's just...
Do you think they care about it? They just care about the dollars which is getting to the account.
And then you've also got the player who does 40 kick-ups before the match starts. 40 kick-ups, and then the referee blows his whistle, and he's got all the skills in the world before they start the match. And as soon as they blow the whistle to start the match, the guy can't even shoot straight.
Well,
he doesn't do any single trick in 90 minutes, and yet he was doing everything beforehand. I think, what's the point in all that?
as I say, money.
Yeah. So the last times I did play football, I played in defence, and I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I just.
Well, I would not know when it was last time I played football, to be honest with you. Oh, that was years ago, James. I was single last time. No, that could be like 2009, 2010. Because I remember I was engaged to Lucia, and then I went to Leeds to do a capoeira performance. But we're not living together, nothing. But I told her, right, I'm going for a capoeira performance and I stay for the night out there with some of the friends and I'll be back in the morning. Well, I got that drunk, I slept in there, woke up around 10 o'clock and the guy said, right, let's have a barbecue and let's go and play football now. And I said, okay, fine, I go back to York on 10 o'clock on the other end. No, geez, she was just a way pissed off.
Yeah.
Just a way pissed off. So yeah, 2010 was the last time I actually played football. And God Almighty, James, as much as I practice sports, that was a killer because on the next week, I was aching.
That's the thing, football leaves you in a mess.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But you can imagine me, I'm really into strategy and tactics. So I'd watch the strategy and the tactics on the TV.
Yeah.
And I would think like, oh, like this Brazil team in the 2002 they had 3 defenders and wing backs. Cathal and Carlos were wing backs, and they had Luis Felipe Scolari, the manager.
Oh, Scolari,
So-
right.
And like he was passionate, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, man, he was.
And so they had like 5 at the back, or 3 at the back really. Brazil had 3 at the back, wing backs, and then they had like 1 defensive midfielder, and then they had like 3 attackers, and then that would be 5-1-3. Is that right? 5-1-3 or 5-2-3? And it was supposed to be, that was it, supposed to be 5-2-3, and Juninho was meant to be one of the defensive midfielders, just because they wanted to get Juninho in the team.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, it wasn't working. So they dropped Juninho and brought in an extra defensive midfielder. And then they started to become invincible in that World Cup.
Wow, I do remember.
And
How
Cleberson,
can you remember all of that?
Cleberson next to someone else. I can't remember the other guy's name, but
Yeah, but how can you remember so much these
Oh.
episodes?
well, I remember like thinking of the strategies, and like they had Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, and Ronaldo up front, and I thought that's really good. That Brazil is so good they could play 2 up fronts, 3 up front, but they were playing 1 up front. They were respecting the opposition, and that's why when they played Germany in that final,
Yeah.
they beat Germany because they were, we had 1 striker, and Rivaldo and Ronaldinho didn't really defend, but they had Ronaldo up front, and they had like players that were playing like a bit deeper. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then they had 3 at the back, and they had 3 proper defenders at the back. Like not Aldair, he was the players like him who played really well in defence. You know what I mean? And they wanted to be defenders. They weren't just like, oh, I'll be a defender, but I want to get forward as soon as I can. So they had a real balance to the team, and they had. Yeah, it was a great team, you know what I mean? And I just remember they had Roberto Carlos racing back to defend as well. He wasn't just, oh, I'm a wing back, I'm just going to get forward and that's all
Yeah.
I'm going to do. They did get back and defend. So when I played football with a few friends then, having watched that match and they beat Germany in the final, of course I was trying to sort of say, oh, let's play like, let's have a form, like I was trying to get my friends to play the same formation, and they were like, "Oh, James, just shut up and just play 4-4-2." So what I would do is I'd say I'll play midfield or something. No, that was it. I said I'll play up front, but I didn't stay up front, did I? I came into midfield,
Yeah.
and I tried to change it from 4-4-2 by coming deeper into midfield to try and make it 1 up front. You know what I mean? And I was trying to change the shape single-handedly, and it never worked, but I tried. And it was just, I enjoyed the challenge, but when you've got all your friends who are supposed to be in defence running up front, the shape's gone, and it's just, I got frustrated, I'd shout at my friends and say, you're supposed to be defending, you're supposed to be, and in the end, it was literally, I remember, I was in defence, I was shouting at this one lad to come back and defend.
Yeah.
There's like 2 of us, I said, right, you and me are going to stay here and defend, while the rest of them can do whatever they want, because they were not behaving and doing anything properly. It's just like, ridiculous.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right, James. I'll let you rest a little bit here. I'll just put some quite hot creams
Yeah.
on your back. So
Okay.
if you stay there for a few more minutes, or you can stay there for as long as you want.
Mhm.
So just let it sink more into the skin.
Yeah.
Okay. And then whenever you're ready, you can just stand up.
Yeah.
And I'm going upstairs to see that bed of yours.
Yeah. There is a manual,
Mhm.
like an online manual.
Mm-hmm.
I could text it to you. If you could grab my mobile phone,
Yeah.
it's upstairs, my mobile phone, in the room next door to where the bed's going.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be able to see, if you just walk into the room, the computer screen's probably switched on actually.
Right. Okay.
If you just look for my phone, bring me my phone, I'll text you the manual.
Yeah. No problem. Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
sir.
Okay, thank you very
No,
much.
no problem.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll just go there, start cutting the boxes.
Yeah.
Do you have a little knife upstairs?
I haven't got a knife upstairs, but if you look in the kitchen drawer,
Yeah.
that you should be able to find it.
Right, okay then,
Yeah.
yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So one of the drawers, not the one. When if you stand at the sink, it's not the one to the right, but the one next to that one.
All right, okay.
Further to the right. Just have a look in all the drawers.
All right, yeah. Let's put the bed back together. Montar uma cama. Montar uma cama pro rapaz que eu faço as massagens aqui.
Sandro,
Yes.
would you like a drink?
Oh no, I'm fine, James. Thanks very much.
I'm just gonna get one, are you sure?
No, no, I'm fine. Thank you.
Alright. Okay, I'll be up in a minute.
Yeah, no problem.